had that dream again. My small business needs to hire, but I don't use LinkedIn, and I hire wrong. So then I'm doing IT, and when I go to plug the servers in, they become sentient, and they won't let us access our network unless we forward their chain emails and memes to more and more and more people, and then I wake up.
Don't let hiring nightmares ruin your dreams. LinkedIn Jobs' new AI assistant finds and invites best-fit candidates to apply, so you can discover talent you may have missed. Post your job for free at linkedin.com/quality. Start hiring today with LinkedIn.
Good morning, Crust. It's a great day to be a bread brother.
Ugh, mornings are not my jam. Or jelly.
Oh, come on. Stop loafing around.
I just woke up feeling hollow inside.
Just grab one of the new Morning Uncrustables sandwiches, like Bright-Eyed Berry or Up and Apple, filled with 12 grams of protein and tons of deliciousness. Crust, what are you eating?
It's just granola, not even yogurt.
No crust, no fuss. Uncrust your mornings.
Alright, what's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of the TMossBoss Show. And in today's episode, I just overall wanted to do a quick episode proving a point. Because, I did say last year that I was done with a particular YouTuber in their fan base. And that's still there, like I say, there's the demands that needed to be made. But overall, though, I was like, yeah, other than that, I ain't got no reason to be talking about bro or his people, and it's funny because I haven't been talking about them. Like, I haven't mentioned their names. I haven't done no videos. I haven't done nothing. Like, I've just been doing general conversations, letting people know. I'm like, okay, these are the types of people that you need to avoid. These are the type of, and what's crazy is that I've even have done it to where it's like, I'm not even talking on our situation. I'm talking on because the people seem to think that that's the only YouTuber that I've ever beefed with, and or content creator, and I'm like, fam, there's other content creators where I can use them as an example. I can talk about them and all this other stuff. Like, I ain't got to mention the particular YouTuber that I think a lot of people you most likely know who I'm talking about. But just even for the duration of this episode, I don't have to mention his name. I don't have to talk about him. I ain't gotta say nothing about him or his fan base. But that's one thing that I wanted to do, was overall prove a point how I don't even need to be talking about these guys, and they're still going to find a reason to be in my comment sections, watch my videos, get triggered, get upset, and all this other stuff. And I'm like, fam, you're only making yourself upset. If you think that you're doing something to me by being in my comment sections, trying to start an argument with me, trying to start some stuff, fam, I don't care. Like, that's the thing that's so funny about that situation, is that for years, they tried to make it seem like that, oh, I was the one starting stuff. I was the one causing problems and all that. I'm in my own corner on the internet. I'm in my own little area. You guys will somehow, somewhere be like, oh, let me just to go down in this. And this is, I feel like this is how they'll do it too. They'll be making it like, oh, I'm not going out and searching for TMossBoss, but they'll search for videos that they know that I record. So like, oh, let me see a reaction video. They'll look up reaction videos, bunch of different YouTubers pop up. Well, that's not what I'm entirely looking for. Let me see body cam reaction videos. They'll look up body cam reaction videos. I'm like, nah, that's not it. I'm not finding it. The black man reacting to body cam videos. Maybe, just maybe after, 3-4 hours of scrolling, they just might come across a TMossBoss video. And then they'll comment underneath it, or if I am having like general conversations talking about just kind of like, warning, I guess, somebody that's just now starting off with content creating, kind of warning them about the risk of getting into it with people on the internet, and how, I guess, to some people it can be a little bit mentally tolling to them, where it's like it can take a lot out of you to be dealing with people like that. I know not everybody is cut out for the drama and the hate and all that stuff, and that is something that I did want to talk on. Like, I did want this to be an episode where I kind of just it's an advice giving episode for a new content creator, and you're curious, like, what is it like dealing with haters, like on a regular basis, or even if it's like every blue moon. And I remember when I very first started with content creating, that's how it was at first. It was like every blue moon, like I'll get a hate comment here and there and stuff. But I was relatively small. Like nobody didn't really know who I was. I was a newcomer when I had started more so taking content creating seriously in 2015. Yeah, I was a newcomer. Like nobody didn't really know who I was. So when I did upload videos, yeah, there was like those more so reaction videos and stuff. But I mean, there was some gaming videos that was getting hated on. Like I remember there was the one guy. I think it was a couple of people. I remember one guy was upset because of how I was doing videos. Like, so I remember there was this video game that was really popular back then called Zombie Driver HD or something like that. He was mad at the fact because I was more so treating the video kind of like if it was a live stream. So I was like having it where there was the areas of the video where I would just be focused on like the game, because I know that can happen at times where I'll be recording a video, or more so live streaming, but I'll be live streaming, I'll be playing a game, I'll get to talking about some stuff, I'll get distracted, next thing you know, I done messed up in the game, and then I gotta do the mission all over again, and I don't be liking to do that. So yeah, there will be at times if I'm like, yeah, you'll watch some of my streams, you'll see where I'll spend some moment just kind of locked in and playing the game and not really saying nothing, and then there's moments where I'm talking, like, and there'll be like games where it's like I can multitask, talk and play the game at the same time, like Car X, Drift Racing Online, what else? Destiny 2, The Division, 1 and 2 and stuff. I'm trying to think of some other games out there. Yeah, like racing games. I can multitask, talk with people, but there might be at times where I need to like pause, read whatever is being said in chat, and then go back. But then if I am recording the video, which it's been a long time since I just sat down and kind of recorded a video. I need to get back into doing that. But anyways, but no, yeah, he was getting mad about that. And that's the thing though, like with people, they'll just find things to hate on. Like it ain't even, this was at the time like when I was like not so much as like brand new to content creation, but I guess like brand new to the idea of it being a full-time career and job and stuff. And yeah, I was like, bro, I'm brand new to this. Like I'm used to just kind of uploading videos every blue moon and stuff. But now to have it where I'm doing it on a regular basis and things, yeah. So I was kind of like opening myself up more to the content creating sphere. And yeah, and then of course I opened myself up to haters. And I'm thinking to myself, because I guess like with me, I look at it as like, everybody is kind of the same when it comes to what you want to watch on YouTube. And I know for me, it's like I will want to watch like, maybe some clips from movies, video games, probably watch some music videos, like stuff that I know that I'm interested in. I don't think there's ever been a time where I've clicked on a video that I'm not interested in, and then if I don't like it, then I gotta, be hateful to the person. Even if it's a video where it's like, yeah, the video is going to, fuel that up, where it's like, you're gonna be hating on the video and stuff. Still, I just ain't got that type of time. Like, I don't care for videos like that, so like I care, but it has to be videos that I'm a fan of, videos that I watch, and I think people, they will try to, because I was just talking on this not too long ago, guilt trip you and making it seem like, oh, there's other creators that can, and I'm like, yeah, those are those creators. If I'm interested in their content, then I'll watch them. But if I'm not gonna force myself to be a fan of their content just so I can please other people. I'm like, it's one of those things where I'm like, I know that this is gonna sound a little disrespectful, but if there's content that I'm not interested in, I don't care for it, so I'm like, whatever happens to that content happens to it. That doesn't mean that I know the content shouldn't exist. It just means that me personally is not interested in that content. So what do I look like being in that person's comment sections trying to change them into making content that I like? So what if, and that's the thing where I would want them the same mindset that I have towards people when they act like that in my comment sections. I want somebody to have that same energy towards me if I'm in their comment sections talking about, oh, you need to do this, you need to do that, this content is horrible, this content sucks, just purposely going out my way hating and stuff. Like, where am I gonna gain from that? Nothing. So, but no, it's funny though, because the whole motivation behind this podcast episode is that somebody from a fan base that I used to get into it with, but I made it very clear that I am done with them and that with the content creator in that fan base come 2026. But one of his fans is trying to keep, the hope alive and argue with me. I think it was a podcast episode that I did where I was talking about how people need to stop being a desperate content creator. And it's funny, throughout that whole episode, didn't mention his name, didn't mention anything about him. The content creator in question that I used to beef with didn't say anything about him, you know. And for some reason, the fan thought that I was talking about them, or they you know what? And that's the thing too. It might not even be that. They just seen that I was doing an episode where it's pretty much like this, where it's an advice giving episode, and they're wanting to make it seem like that's what the situation is and stuff. And I'm thinking to myself, because that's what they brought up. They was like, at one point in time, I was begging for likes and stuff. And I'm thinking to myself, like, there's so many different content creators. If you're trying to make it seem like that what I do at the end of the videos where I say, hey, please like and subscribe, whether you're new to the channel, old to the channel, whatever the case may be, that's considered begging. Because if that's the case, then every content creator begs, correct? If they all ask for that. But if, and I guess, like, yeah, I'm like, if a person want to subscribe, then that's at the end of the day, that's their choice. They do whatever they want to do with that subscribe button. But really, I can't force them, you know. And so that's why I'm like, with me, I just don't. I mean, I do care. Like, I do appreciate when people like my videos and subscribe to my channel. But if they don't, then it's like, all right, it's whatever. They don't subscribe to my channel. They're not, you know, I guess they don't want to be subscribed to the channel or something like that. You know, there's some people, I guess, where they, you know, they have to think about subscribe before they just subscribe. They're all like, I ain't gonna just be subscribing to people just to be doing so and stuff. You know, I might watch the channel and all that, but you know, but really, when you sit down and think about it with YouTube, is that they kind of not really make the person subscribe to you, but like, you know, if you're a content creator, and you'll notice that at times, like, if you watch a person, then you'll see where their videos keep getting recommended and stuff. Because I don't know how many, there's people that, like, there's this one channel that it talks on, like, a lot of different, like, rap drama. I think it's just, like, called Hip Hop Daily or something like that. I'm not subscribed to their channel, but I watch the videos all the time. I should subscribe to their channel. I don't know why I haven't, but I might be subscribed to them on my main channel, and I just haven't subscribed to them on my gaming channel. But I watch them a lot when I switch over to my gaming channel and stuff. Hold on for a second. No, yeah, I am subscribed to them. I'm subscribed to them off of my my main channel. It's but my gaming channel, I don't know why. It's like, it's crazy because I watch because I have it on my laptop where I'm like watching videos through my gaming channel, but then like on my main computer and stuff, like I watch videos through I'll do reaction videos through my main channel. It's weird, but anyways, but no, yeah, it's like I'm not even subscribed to them, I guess, on my gaming channel and stuff, but I watch them all the time off of that account and stuff. And so to me, it's like, really, at the end of the day, it's like, I think that's like the one true thing that does matter. Because I know people, they ask that question a lot. Do you make any, I guess, money, or do you get anything when people subscribe and like the videos and stuff? It's more of a statistic thing, you know. It's kind of like a high score situation. And I guess, like, but with subscribing, at least with that, it's like you do get, after you get a certain amount of subscribers, I think it's 100,000, a million, 10 million, and 100 million. I think they might have one at 500 million, but you get like awards and stuff, you know. Because yeah, I was like, just not recently, but last year, I did get my 100K silver play button after I hit 100,000 subscribers. So yeah, you do get stuff when you get a lot of subscribers and things. So if anything, you think I'll be asking for that. But this person is trying to say that I was begging for likes, and I'm like, fam, I don't have no reason. For one, you don't gain anything from when people, I guess, like, yeah, your videos do get put further up in the algorithm, but I guess at the end of the day, it's like, what? Because there's multiple, that's the thing that people need to understand with, like, with the internet and social media and all that stuff. When it comes down to the algorithm, so you post a video, the thing is this: 1 million people can see that video, but are they going to watch it? No. Then it's like, and that's the thing that counts, is like if the person sits down and they actually watch your video. So there's probably 1 million people coming across your video. How many of those people, because I guess if it was based off of that, like not even watching the video, but how many people like seen your video, seen that it got posted, it probably would be a much more higher number. But then at the end of the day, it's really less. So it'll probably, let's say like 1 million people sees the video. Only 1,000 people took the time to click on the video. But then only 500 of those people actually sat down and watched the video throughout. So really, at the end of the day, it's like, does it matter, I guess, like if the person is liking or subscribing or any of that? Because there's going to be a lot of people that's going to see the video and they're not going to watch it. They're not going to click on it. They're not going to go to your channel and see what other videos that you got. So that's one thing that I've learned over the years with content creating is that, yeah, you do have to be a little bit more, I guess, like post more engaging videos. And that's why I always kind of just leave like a discussion, you know, kind of, you know, with my videos and stuff, whether it's a reaction video, gaming video, music, whatever the case is. Yeah, you can have a discussion, but it's one of those things where people, they need to understand the difference between a discussion and an argument. If you're trying to have an argument with me, but you're not trying to see my side of the argument, you just only want to win in this argument. What reason is there to even talk about whatever it is that I guess I was talking about in the podcast episode? Because I think that's what this individual is trying to do. They're trying to make it seem like, oh, I'm winning the argument because I'm providing. And that, it was funny too, because they was like, because I told them, I'm like, you know, show proof of me begging for likes and all this other stuff, and they was like, oh, that's strange. I can't post videos. You're either filtering the comments, and I'm like, I don't. Yeah, I'll delete a hate comment, but I didn't delete yours. I'm actually sitting down, taking the time to respond to you, and you're not providing me with evidence. So therefore, it's like, what's the reason of even going through with the conversation? But it's one of those things, though, where I just feel like that people like that, they'll, even if there is, I guess, a video of me out begging for likes and stuff, but that's why I'm like, I just don't ever remember myself at like saying that, like, I'm begging you guys, please like the video and stuff. Yeah, I might do videos where I'm like, hey guys, if you like the videos, it's helpful. If you subscribe to the channel, it's helpful. How is that begging? That's just letting people know. It's like, hey, if you show support, it's helpful to my channel and stuff. So I really don't know at the end of the day what this guy is talking about or what he's trying to prove, but it's like, really, at the end of the day, who cares about like a video? If there is a video of me begging for likes, who cares about that? Like, what are you trying to prove? Like, are you trying to get me to have prison time because I want people to support my channel? So yeah, it's stuff like that where, you know, you're at this point, you're just dragging the situation, you know, and that's the thing where I don't think a lot of them realize, but it's like that's really the only thing with this, because with this particular content creator, I guess if you guys are new to my channel, this content creator had got canceled a couple of years ago, back in 2024, and I think his fans are just trying to do any and everything that they possibly can to keep hope alive for his channel and stuff. And it's like, no, he's a bad content creator. It's definitely one of those things where it's like, you know, when you're known for being a racist pedophile, why would anybody want to be associated with you? Why would anybody want to? I guess people will probably watch your videos just to see what you're about, but at the end of the day, it's like, that's what I said before, like, the 2025 ended, is that I'm gonna refer to this guy as a racist pedophile. Not gonna call him out by name. I guess, yeah, if he meets my demands with the content that I want to get uploaded, but if that never happens, then I'm like, yeah, from this day forward, or from 2025 and, you know, and beyond, I'm always gonna consider him or call him out for being a racist pedophile, because he did have way too many racist moments on the internet, from the stuff that he done said and did, and from how his fan base acts, and then yeah, with the pedophile conversation, it's like, who sits down and does a whole elaborative video defending a pedophile, then your editor was a pedophile, then you done got called out multiple times for being a pedophile. Really, it's one of those things where you guys sit down and think about it. Like, this is who you're defending. This is somebody that you're running through comment sections of people's of his oppositions and stuff, running through their comments trying to defend him. You're defending a racist pedophile. So I guess to this fan that's in my comment sections and you're trying to prove like, oh, you begged for likes, I would rather be called out for begging for likes than to be known to being a racist pedophile. Like, really, which one do you think sounds worse? So yeah, that's one of those things where I'm like, fam, I'm not hearing that. When you got it where there's somebody out there that did something 10 times worse than what, me begging for likes. Okay, I begged for likes. Are you happy now? Are you satisfied with the results of the argument? Because really, it didn't lead nowhere. It ain't like nothing's gonna change. It ain't like, oh, the future is gonna be different now. It's like, fam, it's still gonna be the same stuff at the end of the day. So yeah, that's why I'm like, at times, I just think that, you know, people, they have like this weird mindset where they for some reason they just want stuff to drag out. You know, they can't, you know, read the room and realize that, okay, nothing is not being achieved here, you know. So, but anyways, with that being said, I will talk to y'all later. Thank you guys for watching and or listening. Stay tuned for the next episode. Like, subscribe, viewing this on YouTube. Follow, subscribe, viewing this on the podcast streaming service. And peace.